All right.
That was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And I should practice banjo rolls again. It's just my fingers are stiff.
What is that song?
It's one of mine.
Oh.
To be honest, I wrote it on the first day when I was on Hawaii this year.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
When was that?
I arrived on Saturday 2 weeks ago, and on Sunday I picked up my ukulele, and it just popped out of my fingers.
There.
What?
Yeah,
That's what Hawaii will do?
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, that was.
Wow.
I
So
thought it's the perfect song for the three of us.
Hawaiian
Breakdown.
green grass.
Yeah,
you
green
three
grass.
need to put out an EP together.
Yeah, we
Short
recorded
collection.
quite a while over the years.
And then we're gonna have to go to Germany and
Yeah,
have to
play
tour.
all this
like,
like 1 million notes per concert.
Do you have an ukulele album?
Excuse me?
Do you have an ukulele album?
Yes, my band, the Lucky Leles, we have an album, but it's what we do is we have a show where we tell a story. Like our singer, our female singer, she is a huge country fan and want to become a country star. And she has a huge apartment, so she hires us or asks us to live with her for cheap rent. But then she wants to abuse us to become a country star. And
Whoa!
Our bass player, he is like a rock. He used to be, in the storyline, he used to be a roadie for Queen. So he has this bandana and, listen to hard rock. And I'm the ukulele guy from Hawaii, so wearing this fancy, tacky Hawaii shirt. So we play some ukulele stuff, and we play We Will Rock You with German lyrics. And so we play the electric Risa, electric Les Paul ukulele. And of course we play country songs.
Like with effects and stuff?
Yeah.
Like rock
yes,
style?
Yeah, like really like wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. We have a show.
I don't even know what to make of that. You got a country singer, you got a heavy rock.
And at the end of the story, of course, the woman wins, and we end up being a country band and play her country songs.
So it's
Was
almost
that the
like
part of that tour that you didn't want to do? No, nothing.
It's like a theme or like an opera style.
Yes, it's a story. So the thing is that she claims to has won a Dolly Parton lookalike contest, and then she goes to America because the first prize is meeting Dolly in America, and then there's the intermission, and when she comes back she wears this fancy dress and not a wig but hair like Dolly and boobs like this.
Yeah.
And of course it's fake boobs, and so at the end, because we at some point refused to play with her because we were fed up with her country songs, and then she sings, she takes the ukulele and sings this Hank Williams, da da da. Well, I'm so lonesome I could cry, and we can of course not see her crying on stage, and then we kind of join in, and then
Wait, so you kind of quit mid-tour, mid-song?
yes, right in the middle
mid-stage.
of the show.
Wow.
Yeah, but then of course she makes us go back, and then we end up playing a medley that is I think 10 minutes long, with 40 songs or something, with everything.
Wow,
rock,
that sounds
bluegrass,
amazing.
Yeah.
Is there dialogue in between?
No,
It's
no.
all told through the
yes,
music.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole show has a lot of dialogue in between. The medley doesn't. So yeah, there's.
But
a
you
lot of
guys
talking.
wrote this whole concept out.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
And is the album following that?
Yeah, it's actually only the songs without the talking in between. So if you listen to the CD without knowing what's going on, it might sound a bit strange, because we have this country songs like I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart, where she's yodeling, and then we have this there in the 20s 30s there was this Hawaiian hype in Germany. So we had like operas with fake Hawaiian music that was composed in Germany. So we play songs from that area. And of course there are country songs, and then there's We Will Rock You. And so it's like, why do you mix that? So if you know the story of the show, then it makes sense. If you just listen to the music, why should you mix? And we play Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. So if you don't see the show, if you don't know the story, it doesn't make sense.
You're listening from over here.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? They are eclectic, though.
Yeah.
As long as the music is good.
Yeah.
But
I hope it is. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like an instrumental album with stuff like this would be really cool.
Yeah.
Got to put that out.
I mean, from the past 10 years.
Yes, we
whatever we
recorded-
played,
yeah.
we just put it on an album.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
just have to
we
do it
recorded
again.
tons of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, cannot even remember. I know we did.
I like the session with Noah Campbell too.
That was really
Yeah.
good. That was really good. Like
It's
this,
at least 3 songs per year.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, sorry. Oh, this is years ago that we played that.
I kind of remember it.
Yeah.
Nervous Breakdown or whatever.
Yeah. You played ukulele. And
That's
Noah,
right.
Noah played guitar. You played this fancy solo. Yeah.
I remember I spent some time on that solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it
That was
took,
really good.
took 10 times
and we,
to do.
and we played this Hotel California like 2-part harmony over the big part. Can you remember? Like.
Oh, did we?
Yes,
did we
did.
record it?
Yes.
Yeah, you followed his line. on it.
Something like that. You will find it on your channel.
Yeah, yeah,
on,
yeah.
on YouTube. That was really good. And we did opera. We did
Carmen.
Carmen.
Yeah.
Did we Carmen? Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that was
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
And some jazz stuff like All of Me,
Yep.
and we did.
That's a full album we're getting
Yes.
to.
There's so many.
The Brazilian.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, can remember. And didn't we do?
Yeah. Tickle tickle.
Yeah, could do a full concert. With-
Hungarian.
Oh yes.
Sound, I gotta revisit it again.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun to do. Hell yeah.
I love how every time Andreas comes over, it like gives you guys homework.
Yeah. That was a good song. With
What was that?
almost. Let's G minor, C minor, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Funny.
I feel like this is kind of a sign of things are returning back to normal because of NAM.
You're
NAM was
right.
one, right?
Now
January NAM.
Hawaii podcast.
And then we're like, wait, this hasn't happened in 4 years.
We're coming back. It's on its way back.
And we're back.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you have been to NAM as well.
I went last year
And this year.
You did?
We did. We went in April, yeah. Oh, that was 2023. We went to April.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
that
April.
was, yeah.
I've gone pretty much every year that they've been open, but
Okay.
then every time questioning why I'm here. And I don't know.
I know.
I mean, it's a fun jungle, but how did you like it this year?
It was nice. It's like meeting old friends again. That you see
Yeah,
only
that's the
once a
good
year.
part. Yeah.
Thing. And there was some interesting, like your booth with the oldies was interesting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, but
That was
then-
probably the best booth
It was.
in Hall E, right?
definitely.
Corey's biased. He's like, the booth I was at was the best.
Yeah, but he is right.
Hey,
It was the party booth.
that's true.
Was the one with the best music.
With the secret whiskey and peanuts.
Oh, I missed that part.
You missed the peanuts?
Yes, I missed the whiskey.
Oh,
The Kiwaya
yeah.
booth had some really cool music too. You guys were playing over there,
Yeah.
and Kiwaya made a custom signature Kalei Gamiao
Yeah.
uke. That's really cool.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It was nice of them to give me that, and then we also had Tomoki
Yeah.
at the booth. So it's a mix of good times.
It's crazy though. I've seen a bunch of stuff on Instagram since with like people that I like that were at like playing at booths once. I'm like, it's like,
Yeah. missed
I
a
wish
lot
I
of it.
had like a
Yeah, like a playlist.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to figure all that out. There's so much going on.
It was a fresh of breath air for this year. It was now. Well, the best part I think was none of us got sick.
Yeah.
Not even like a cold or anything, which is great. You know, this year was like the driest I think it was ever been.
Oh, it was very dry.
Super.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like we
yeah,
were gauging it at like 12 and 13%
Yeah, it
humidity
was
in the hall.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I know.
lips were bleeding.
Oh, I hated that.
It's weird because I would usually get a nosebleed, but I didn't get any nosebleeds. It was just my lips.
That's the whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And then staying hydrated, like drinking water, like a normal human being would.
We're also a health podcast. We like to throw that in there. Drink water, guys.
Wait, hide this part of
Drink
the
water.
Yeah, that's like 95% water.
Königspilsner. You have to come to Hawaii to drink German beer.
Yeah. Well, German beers worldwide.
We
You
had
guys killed it.
our good friend, his first NAM. It was a bunch of people's first NAMs for this year.
Yeah, Martin owns
Martin.
Bespoken
Martin.
Spirits.
Yeah,
Yeah, he brought us a bunch of stuff that,
Thank you, Martin.
yeah. I guess we're not a health podcast. Or
No,
anything.
No, everything in moderation.
So Andreas has Gute Ukulele in Germany.
You're right.
Premier ukulele shop over there for you Europeans. Definitely a must visit. And yeah, how's the store going?
The store, I think last year when I was here, I just signed the contract for the new shop, electronically, digitally, on the internet. So when I came back from Hawaii, we moved everything into this new place. And it's very nice. It's very, very nice.
So did you guys close for January? Not
we
January,
don't-
but like this
No,
Hawaii.
we don't have regular opening hours at all. So we only do by appointment.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Because as this building is optimized for online shops, you don't find us, and you cannot even get into the building because everything is like security, and so you have to make an appointment, and then I'll pick the people up at the whatever reception or center management, how it's called now in German, and then we go to my shop together, and
oh, that sounds nice.
Enjoy the ukuleles, yeah.
That also sounds like you could have like just solo sessions in there with like all the best ukes. Yeah.
Because it's a big room, but as soon as two people start playing different, like two people trying out instruments, you cannot really hear that anymore. So it's distracting, especially if somebody goes like, and the other one is trying to, buy a koaloa or kanilea and decide what they want, and then you cannot hear it anymore. So I only do like one at a time.
So one of the things that makes me like hate NAMM so much, it's like that times a million,
Yes.
It's like
forget it.
Shopping for acoustic instruments and like everybody's playing every chord in the world.
Yes, at the same time.
Yeah.
Remember they had the acoustic booths that were set up in like different corners.
Yeah,
that you
they're
could go
expensive.
In and,
I mean,
they didn't have that at all.
There was a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah, they had it like in the ground floor, Hall D, at this fancy acoustic, whatever it was, like luthier, where all the high-end luthiers were.
Was that blue something?
Yeah, I don't know how it was called, but they had these booths, the cabins there.
You can buy it for any of the booths.
Yeah,
it's just like an extra, I don't know, $7,000 or something.
Yeah. So
or you can rent.
I don't care
right?
that much.
You just rent it for that time.
My best times at NAMM have been again this year, like at 6 a.m.
Yeah, actually, you visited our booth when I was just setting up, and I was like, "Oh, this is beautiful."
Yeah, it was 7 a.m. Nobody was there.
Yeah,
so we could talk, and you could even hear the differences in the different woods and stuff.
Right.
So that's the best time. This is what I really enjoy because I get the exhibitor ticket from my friend Hosen from my Maestro Ukuleles.
Yeah.
So I can get in there anytime, and with my jet lag, I'm awake at 5 anyway. So.
Perfect.
And as soon as the NAMM opens at 9:30, I say, okay, let's go to the pool or whatever.
Yeah. You had it all set up. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Well, we're in there in the morning, like struggling. Nah, maybe not struggling.
I want to mix in a little bit more music if you guys don't mind playing something else already.
Okay. Yeah. Do the waltz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no, that was supposed to be the minor chord. Okay. Was that okay?
Sure.
Passable?
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
I kind of fooled around, but
Do you want to do one more?
no.
Okay.
It's not getting better.
What's it called again?
Indifference. It's French.
Indifferent.
Indifference.
Yeah, I was thinking almost like a French movie when I was like hearing it.
That is
So with the first one, you were using a thumb pick.
Yes. Yeah. You know, last year we talked a lot about gypsy jazz with this 5mm whatever.
It's a rock.
Yeah, it's a rock. It's
What brand is it?
is it vegan?
Wegen. No, Wegen. It's
Wegen.
Wegen
Oh,
from Holland, Netherlands.
Hand shaped, handmade.
Yeah, hand everything. So there are several like thicknesses and sizes, and it's a special material that he is not telling anybody what it is. So it doesn't change the especially this angle doesn't change. So
It doesn't wear out. Yeah.
No, not at all.
I remember because I used to use the regular flat mandolin picks.
Yeah.
That Tommy Mann used to use.
Yeah.
And I stopped using them because I would just lose them all.
Yeah. That's
So.
yeah.
well,
that's the
you,
thing.
you
have
could
to-
still lose that
Yeah,
one.
you can still, it's
But
much
you had
bigger.
that same pick forever.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how do you
But
do it?
But you don't know because I have a lot of them.
Oh,
A lot of black ones.
How much are those?
I think it's around in my shop. It's 30 euros.
That's not too bad.
So
I mean, I've seen more expensive picks.
yeah, it is okay because it will not wear out. The only thing is you can lose it. But
when do you
besides
ever use
that-
your blue chip pick?
I have a blue chip pick. I don't have it with me for the mandolin. I only use it for the mandolin.
Because it's more like it's too quick, right?
Yes.
The
yeah, and it's especially on the ukulele. I don't like the sound.
I love the sound of that
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
It's really warm.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
This-
with the blue chip picks, it's thin,
Yeah.
kind of thin. Yeah.
And you have this is 5mm. It also comes with 3, but I don't like the 3mm sound. It's already thin to me.
Right.
Being used to that one.
Yeah, because there's definitely a lot more sharpness that comes from your thumb pick sound.
Yeah, definitely. So this is like my bluegrass roots. When I played banjo, you play banjo with a thumb pick, mostly plastic thumb pick and metal picks on your fingers. But I found when I started playing ukulele and tried to incorporate my bluegrass banjo style, I even started with those picks, but the blade is kind of curved that way. So if you pick, that's not really okay. But it could work. But if you then start strumming, it will just be caught with a pick in the strings. And then with metal strings, it's okay. But if you use a metal finger pick on nylon or fluorocarbon strings, it always makes this funny.
The ticking noise.
Yeah, that's really annoying. So it took me a while to find out because when I play without picks, the thumb is way louder than the fingers. So that's why I went to the nail studio at some point. I think it's like 14 years ago. And ever since, every 3 weeks, I have an appointment with a nail lady, and she's doing this.
Those are acrylics?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot stronger
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah. And then so I get the same volume with the thumb pick.
Do you have to adjust? I mean, are you trying to go lighter on your thumb for that?
No.
It just gives it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. And the good thing is I can still use this as a flat pick,
Right.
but I can also do
Finger and thumb.
yeah.
Have you played with the thumb pick much?
I actually preferred the thumb pick for a long time,
Oh.
but I couldn't find one that was really like one that I liked. Usually thumb picks, they kind of have a brighter sound generally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And a lot of bluegrass players, they would sand it down to where it's like just like 2 or 3 millimeters from your thumb.
Yeah.
And I'm a lazy person, so I don't,
Yeah. Yeah.
I ended up just not doing it, and
Have you tried the blue chip thumb pick?
I did. I didn't really like it.
No?
Yeah, because it has the metal casing or whatever attached with the blue chip pick.
Yeah.
But you have to be really precise, or else that where the pick is attached to the metal holder, it'll get stuck in the strings, and I was just like, I can't.
Yeah.
I want more freedom.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of
because on the banjo I love the sound. So on an ukulele I didn't like it at all.
I mean, it's one of the best thumb pick tones that I ever used.
For 5-string banjo, it just changed my tone. It was really good.
But you have to have your positioning there, just straight static, or else
I got stuck in the strings the first couple of days.
I couldn't get used to it, so I think I gave it away to somebody.
Okay.
That looks like more just a regular Diodario stuff.
Yeah, that's a Diodario. Yeah, like the medium size.
What are like some of the techniques you can do with a thumb pick like that?
So when you play banjo, like when you learn traditional banjo, what you do is you learn your rolls. So if you look at that, you only have like 3 different rolls. So one motion is called a forward roll. So we do like and so on. It's obviously a forward roll, but you can do the same thing backwards. And then the third possibility is to go alternating thumb, finger, thumb, finger. There are special rolls like the forward and backward roll, which is a combination of both, or you do the Foggy Mountain Breakdown roll, which is not the same roll on the ukulele. So when you do that, Kalei, can you give me your ukulele, and can you also give me your hand?
Part of it.
Can you help me out with fretting? So what the banjo. So a banjo obviously has 5 strings. So you have those. This is like the 3rd string, 2nd, 1st, and 5th string. So maybe you can do that for me. So what I'm missing is the low G, which on a banjo is a low D, but you have exactly those notes. So if you do a forward and backward roll, you don't have to use your right hand. Slow. And then you fret the chords. And the funny thing is, you always have this, on a banjo it's a G, now it's a C. You always have this C note, even if you go to the 5 chord. This is the nice.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
Yeah. So it's fairly simple, just the first couple of tunes are really. I'm missing the low G string, so.
Because Kalei's string would be the 5th string.
Yes, that's the 5th string. So on a banjo, you have the peg right here at the 5th fret. There are no frets below. I missed the low string. So that's... Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, Kalei identified as 1/10 banjo for the past 5 minutes.
I feel like ukulele could be the new banjo.
Yeah, right. So if you use that, what I do on an ukulele is, of course, you can do the alternating stuff. Interesting thing is when you play a forward roll, obviously you have 3 fingers, so 8 notes in a measure. So it's always like it's 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So by only playing this roll, you automatically have a syncopation in your backup. It's just a simple backup. Could you play just a G chord? C chord, sorry. C chord. 1, 2. So I just do. So that's like simple.
That's just thumb 1,
That's,
2.
yeah, And
when
then
you said 9, I was like German 9? Like no?
no, 9.
Nine.
No, I mean no, I mean 9.
No, I mean yes.
Yes,
Yes, 9. No, not 9.
9.
Yes, no.
It's 9.
Oh,
Not
okay.
it's not 8. It's 9, and you can do it backwards. So there's the one, and then so the accent shifts from one finger to the other one. So it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So
it's alternating.
It's every finger is on the one every third measure. So that's
and you assign a finger for a string.
yeah. There. So actually, the forward row only says 1 2 3 1 2 3. Doesn't tell you anything about the strings. So on the banjo, you have 5 strings. You can do this on especially with a high G here. It sounds very fancy if you take the high G and then it stays there as even in again if you play it in C, even on the G7 you have this. With the low G, it's hard to. Yeah, how would it be? So you always have this C on a ukulele, G on a banjo, even on the 5 chord. That's the confusing sound in the beginning. So and I use that a lot. I mean, you can syncopate it in just like. So I'm not playing 9 notes anymore. So
Are you going up with your thumb sometimes?
no. Okay.
So essentially, this could be done with just a thumb.
Yes. Yeah. The thing is, I started with guitar when I was 14 and started with this Chet Atkins and Marcel D finger style. So they used the thumb pick, so I did it. And then when I was 16, I took up the banjo, and of course I played with a thumb pick. So when I play other instruments, like with ukulele, it was not my intention to play it with the thumb pick. But the angle of my finger is different. Like if I would play without a thumb pick, I would angle it more like this.
Oh, so you can catch the string.
Like have a bit of nail in the note. But this, like a classical guitar player would play. But I cannot hold my thumb like this.
Your thumb goes sideways
My
for the
thumb
pick
is
from doing
parallel.
it for so many years.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same angle you get for flat picking and stuff, right?
Exactly. So, and then once I decided I want to go with a thumb pick, I had to do something with my fingers, and then the acrylic came into the game, and this is what I do now for 14 years.
Yeah.
It's really good.
What I mean, if people are thinking of getting a thumb pick to try it, are there other advantages or styles that lend themselves to it?
The only advantage I think is that you can use it as a flat pick as well.
Going back and forth, yeah.
Just,
Do you shape it at all? Do you sand it?
No.
Or
No.
you just keep it as?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Too lazy as you.
You're not. I'm the laziest one here.
Okay.
So while we're on the topic of finger picking patterns and whatever, Travis picking. Everybody throws the term around of Travis picking.
Yeah.
What is the correct?
So you can kind of imitate it on it. So you do like Fred and A. Fred and A. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
I had some rando lady just tell me, she's like, no, it's
No. I mean, it's not one picking pattern. It's just the idea of Travis picking, as far as I know, is you do this thumb thing.
It's usually muted on the basses.
Yeah, it's muted. And then you do any kind of melody on top, whatever, depending on the melody that you have, like Freight Train. Yeah.
Chet was the first one to really pioneer that style, right?
Yeah. I mean, Travis obviously was before him, but he
yeah. Who is Travis?
Merle Travis.
Oh, Merle Travis.
Merle
Oh,
Travis.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it came from.
Yeah. So I think he was the first one who invented that style with this thumb thing. But of course, Chet Atkins took it to a different level.
Yeah. Tommy does it next level too.
Yeah. Hey.
How would you guys talk about like getting better at that style?
Have a lot of time.
Yeah, practice a lot.
Because you want to almost not think about those bass notes, right?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
I struggled a
automatic.
lot. I remember watching Tommy Miller's DVD from like, I think it was from the 90s. We had it at the old shop.
oh
And that's where I learned that he called it the boom chick.
Yeah. Can remember that DVD. Yeah, and he started very slow.
Yeah,
and,
he was like 30 years old in that DVD.
Yeah.
And that was that one song, right?
freak
But
train.
Yeah.
took me forever. He's like, you want to isolate your thumb from
Yes.
the rest of your fingers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
easier said than
Yes.
done.
Yeah, but just practiced. Then the fingers, just add one finger, add the second finger.
Kind of like playing piano because you're
yeah,
kind
Yeah,
of
it's a
taking the
right hand
piano,
and left hand.
but shrinking it to here.
Yeah,
and then your
two
other two
octaves.
fingers shrinking it to here, and then you just
So on the
the
same
Motel
subject
6.
as of finger picking patterns, is there any other ones you guys use regularly? I know you guys don't really like follow finger picking patterns at this point, but what are some other classics?
I just follow Andreas. He teaches me all this kind of stuff.
No, it's what it's what I said from the banjo. So this is what I do. It's a forward roll, a backward roll, or a combination. Like sounds funny with a low G. But, this is. I don't think about those patterns too much because anyway, I play banjo now for 46 years.
Oh, you were a 3-year-old when you started.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And there were times where I practiced like 4 hours a day, only 5 string. So
Nice.
This is my second nature.
Yeah.
And I kind of, when I started playing gypsy jazz on the ukulele with this flat pick, I kind of neglected my finger style. So when we started rehearsing for this podcast, I thought like, oh my God, because this is like sport. You have to work out every day, or at least like 5 days a week, something. So
The musician's gym.
yeah, exactly. So I'm a huge fan, like I did when I practiced my banjo. I'm a huge fan of practicing with the metronome, and they are like 2 different ways you can do that. There's the one thing where you take your metronome and put it to a speed where you can comfortably play one roll, whatever, for 1 minute, and then make a little pause, and then speed it up and blah blah blah. The other idea is what I really enjoyed, because it is also good for your timing. So you keep the metronome the same speed, but you change the note, how many notes per click you play. So like if I go like very slow, and it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so I do this for 3 measures because I want to start with the thumb always when I change to the next rhythm, and then I do triplets. Obviously it's always the thumb on the one, and then I go to 16th note, and then I go 16 triplets and back. It's like a pyramid. You start slow, and then, because the thing is that prevents you from playing fast is that you cramp up if you do this high speed for 1 minute, you feel like your shoulders are getting tense and stuff. So if you do this, you only have 3 measures of 16th triplets, and then you go down again, and then you can kind of relax again.
Yeah.
So that's a good exercise. This is like I think like classical mandolin players train their tremolo. So keep the same tempo, but just alter the number of notes you play per click. So that's a good thing. But it takes forever. Honestly, it takes.
There's no shortcut. You just
No.
You have to.
Just
You gotta put the work in.
Yeah. And if you think about it, when I played banjo, like this very fast bluegrass songs that we played back then, they were like 160, 170 beats when you have 2 clicks per measure. So, and you play as a banjo player, you play 8 notes in a measure, so 4 notes per click. 170 beats per minute is 680 notes a minute. This is 11 per second. And then for 5 minutes in a row, when the song is 5 minutes long. It's crazy. And you only get to this beat when you practice like hours a day.
You would do these on tour? These
Yes.
kind of songs? Would you?
Yeah, sure.
How many notes per tour? 20,000?
Millions.
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 That sounds
If you had
like
a dollar per
tremolo.
note.
No, unfortunately not.
See, if they paid musicians per note.
As a banjo player,
Oh yeah.
I mean, the bass player would have probably cancelled his job, quit his job.
He's the least paid
Yeah, right.
in the gig. Now, here's your pay, $40.
Yeah, right.
It might be the easiest job.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah. But it's very important.
But it's like if you're lugging a acoustic bass, it's like you should get paid more probably.
He's like, throw in the ghost notes. You're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
You get $70.
Oh, yeah.
$40.
There's a lot of those. In slaps and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get a stank face bonus. The more you do that, that's another $100.
Do you miss that life?
No, not at all. No, I was on the road for such a long. I mean, it started. My first paid gig, was when I was 18, and I had years where I was on tour like 180 shows per year. So
That's a lot.
I had my fair share of
Yeah.
touring. So no, I don't. And I
bet you had some fun.
yeah. I mean, I've done it for more than 40 years. So, but to be honest, when like I think 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, the lead singer from I played in a country and western band in Germany, a pretty famous singer, and he died in summer 2 years ago, and this was when I stopped playing guitar and banjo. So it's only ukulele now.
Is it Western American or Western German?
No, it was.
Sorry.
No, it was country music with German lyrics. So, yeah.
Western country German.
Yeah, exactly. Western Germany country. So it was a great band, great musicians, and the singer was great and everything. But yeah, I thought this is the time where I have to retire.
That was a
from
crossroads.
Banjo and guitar and only play ukulele. So, yeah, I sold practically almost every guitar and banjo I had. I still have like one.
And you had some like really like badass banjos.
Yeah. I still have my first really expensive banjo, Stelling. Stelling was back then one of the makers in America. And I think back, I was 20 or 21 and I went to the States on holiday and had this banjo delivered into my hotel room in San Francisco. And it costed me like the money I earned back then in 3 months. So it was really, because the exchange rate dollar to the D-mark back then was a catastrophe for me. So I waited in the hotel room. I was in San Francisco. Instead of walking around doing sightseeing, I was waiting in my hotel room for this banjo. And when
What is this, in the 90s?
This was when I was 21, so this was 85.
85, okay.
85. And so
Oh, you're like
after,
same age as my parents almost.
so
Not a bad thing at all.
No.
I'm not saying you're old at all. Not at all.
can you cut
My
that
parents
out?
are young.
Yeah. You look great.
Yeah, so when it came, I had to practice. I had to play it for a couple of hours, and then I was afraid, stupid, to leave it in the hotel room because for me it was so expensive So we did some sightseeing and walking around in San Francisco, and I was carrying this 10-kilo banjo in the case, like hours and hours.
For Americans, it's like 25 pounds.
Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, and I still have that one. It's, I don't know. At some point, I probably will sell it as well.
Oh, this sounds almost sentimental, though.
That's the...
I don't have a sentimental connection to my instruments, I have to say.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. He started building this series. It's called a masterpiece. And then after 100 pieces, he stopped making it. So it's kind of a limited thing.
Edition, yeah.
And if you check it online, then sometimes you see like very funny prices for it, like 10 grand, 12 grand, whatever. So I don't really know what to charge for it. So I thought just leave it in a case. And at some point, somebody will come by and buy it. So
just put it in your shop.
That sounds like something you would want to auction, though, like put on eBay or something similar.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it's like, who knows what... It's like it's worth whatever people are wanting to pay for it.
Yeah, like what if it went for 100,000 pounds?
Oh, I would sell it.
It's a lot of good.
A lot of good ukuleles. You're right. Yeah.
Good. Sorry.
Good.
Sorry.
So you're going to be bringing a bunch of Olis over to Germany.
Yes.
That's awesome.
As you said, we had the time to check out all the models at NAMM and also here. So yeah, I ordered quite a few, and hopefully we'll get them in 3 months. Maybe.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah.
Any other brands you picked up at NAMM?
I was thinking about the Kiwaya again. I carried Kiwaya a while ago, but then kind of stopped because I took up Anur, and they have like similar models. But now with this the Famous brand.
Yeah.
I think in Germany not many people know Famous, which was...
Well, they just opened it up to the world.
Exactly.
It was only in Japan.
It was only in Japan, and I always loved them. They are laminated, but they sound great. They are very
yeah. They're pretty badass.
Yeah. Very, very good. So
it's just people's premonition of laminate, but it's like, this is better than some solid stuff.
Yeah.
You know, this is actually
a lot
really good.
better than most of the Chinese brands.
Oh yeah.
So,
solid or not, yeah. 100%.
Solid or not. Exactly.
A lot of people they'll be like, I will never buy a laminate, but then they'll buy a Eco, which nothing wrong with that. I love.
Yeah, but there's advantages to laminate too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be as paranoid.
No. Can you remember? I don't know if you had them. The laminate flight ukuleles that were made on Hawaii.
We didn't.
Oh, okay. This was the funny story. Juliana and Primoz, the owners of Flight, they have been on Hawaii, and we met here. And I think they didn't say, but I think this was the idea from Kiwaya to bring over their workers to Hawaii to produce laminated ukuleles and then made on Hawaii or in Hawaii. And for some reason, Juliana got in contact with them, so they made, I think, 40 ukuleles, Koa laminate sopranos, and they sounded wonderful. Or 20. And I think I had all of them in my shop. They retailed for 400 euros, which was nothing, but they sounded great. So this was
wow.
Yeah.
Well, we used to get the Kiwaya laminate Koa models. They sound good. And one of the things about laminate, it naturally has a strength to it to where you can brace it really light or not at all, even sometimes.
Yeah, if you pick them up, they do.
Yeah.
And then you naturally get that bright sound from
I mean, sometimes it's like less focused than what people want in tone. You know, it can be just kind of like big and loud without, really having as much of a voice as the higher end stuff.
Yes,
but it's good. I mean, it projects, you know. Yeah. Even like a lot of the Leilani Kumu stuff is like, it's got a lot of, projection and sound.
Yeah, and then for this price, I mean, it's really good. So I'm tempted to order some of the Famous because it's not really
me too.
It's not really my price range, but they are good ukuleles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I like the Kiwaya guys. So
yeah, totally, 100%.
Nice people. So yeah, I'm tempted to do that. Besides that and the Olis, it was not much that I found. So, but actually, for me, NAMM is meeting old friends and then it's like already 12 hours into the right direction to fly to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you left like
It's
early.
just on the way. Yeah.
You left on Friday.
That way you can adjust.
I left
to the
on
time.
Saturday.
Oh, you left on Saturday.
Yeah. I did 2 days of NAM. Yeah. I kind of thought like on Friday morning, I thought like, why didn't I go to Hawaii today? But then it was nice because I met like we spoke Martin. I met Martin.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
So all of a sudden it turned out like
Fellow countrymen.
Yes, exactly. And so yeah, it was good. It was nice.
We were like, what are we doing here? Why did we just not stay home?
Saturday was actually kind of fun. It turned into more of a party.
Yeah.
Like, you guys were jamming more, and Ron Ortiz came jam some. And
that was fun.
There was some good moments for sure, and just seeing everybody. Yeah, it was cool. You guys want to jam another song?
We can try. Okay. Sorry.
Oh.
Try not to do that while we're
Sorry, ripped a hole in the floor. From all this jamming. I hit the double note on that.
So what?
Oh, okay.
Cool. It was cool.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. I think Hope Albert is not alive anymore, so
Okay.
can't complain.
He's just rolling in his grave. Right? Like, damn it, Corey! What are you doing?
I'll put a link in the description to all the sessions we've done with Andreas.
And the first ever recorded video with us was. This is like 10 years ago.
It's funny. I used to wear jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't wear jeans anymore. It's kind of a weird thing.
Okay.
I was looking at the video. I'm like, why am I wearing jeans?
That one stressed Corey out a little bit.
I'm like, oh, this guy is serious.
It would probably be a good dozen at least.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
you still look the same from 10 years ago.
I know.
I look 10 years older.
I don't agree.
You look the same.
No, I don't. But thanks anyway.
Maybe you just have sunburn now.
Yeah, right.
It's the only difference. I lost hair. You have probably more hair now for some reason.
Yeah.
You lost the hair.
I forgot to go to the hairdresser before I came to NAM. So
You gained the hair that I lost.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
will
Thank you.
continue to
We
invite you
survived.
every time.
No, we're still alive.
We survived the podcast.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Aloha.
Aloha.